Welcome back to another exciting episode of The Adventures of Nacho Draco. This is the 14th part of Uncharted, Rainy Day Let's Play, and I'm Solon. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna punch more guys in the face, because that's all we know how to do, because shooting a gun is hard. That's my true story. Ooh! Aww! More toys! My Coatimundis have friends. Although, I don't know how... Is that, like, Incan? Coatimundi, the spelling is very, indigenous South American English animal. I'm not familiar with Coatimundis, but I would assume they're South American animal. Or,
that must be the
lizard
library.
thing. I haven't looked it up, I really should, but
right in the front door.
How did those get here?
Let's find another way in. Scope things out.
Also, this is the episode that will have the most dire edits within it, and gratefully so. In this one instance, there originally was about 6 minutes of sitting in this area waiting for something to happen, and cut it down to its barest parts. Essentially, I got fucking lost in here. Which was awesome, because then this happened. Yup. What? I keep rewatching that. It's so funny. How the hell did that even work?
That must be the library. Over there.
That was...
We're not gonna waltz right in the front door.
So apparently I was supposed to go over here. That's the only thing in that place was the Coatimundi. But it definitely looked like there was shit all over the place.
Nice.
That, like, I was supposed to climb all over. But, I don't know, there wasn't anything to jump on. Except for one fall too many where I just totally ate it. Anyways, in our last episode we jumped around this giant, what is this, not a sanctuary, not a cathedral. I'm slipping on the name right now. But monastery. Big old monastery, and it's huge, huge place. And we were talking about... Whoa, that was a weird blink.
Oh man, she had a smile that'd melt your heart.
Aww.
I swear to God, she'd just as soon kill you as kiss you if she caught you stepping out. Just a wee bit of a thing. She couldn't have been much more than 4'11". They called her the spinner because she...
Nathan's mad because Sully's stealing all his limelight.
Oh yeah, right. Of course I did. Memory's not what it used to be.
What the hell's taking you so long anyway?
Memory used to be an awesome game, but then I realized that there's only like 20 pairs of things, and they're all like apples and shit. And then Memory got to be a really boring game.
Crap.
Watch out!
Why? Why all the shooting? Why can't we just like talk it out? We'll have a debate. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, he's finished. He can't even understand gravity anymore. He's just had a fall too many. Gravity has given up on Nathan Drake. Gravity and Nathan Drake were real tight for a long time, but when he started seeing other people, Gravity didn't take it too kindly. Just jump! The awkward thing about people with lasers is that
Just what I needed.
they're really far away, and I need to punch them. I need to. In our last episode we talked about adventure games and what that means to be a modern adventure game and how Nathan Drake and Uncharted really represent these kinds of big ideas of Hollywood adventure. And so that kind of ties into what I want to talk about with this episode, and this is probably actually going to leak into a bunch of other episodes just because this is so big. But when people say that they want to take games seriously, depending on where they come from, a lot of them don't really mean video games. I mean, they mean really to say, I want my video games like movies. Which is awesome, because, you know, movies are fantastic, and video games are fantastic. Two great things go great together, like an ice cream sandwich. An ice cream and a bacon sandwich?
Oh, man, it's about time you showed up.
Well, You're looking awfully good for a corpse.
So you brought the girl after all, huh?
The girl?
Hey, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be getting rescued right now.
Yeah.
If this is a rescue.
What the hell does that mean?
You gotta admit, Sully.
That was a
Solon looks little
perfect line
shady.
coming from her.
I mean, you tipping those guys off.
And miraculously showing up alive?
She has
Now,
every
wait a
reason to be so
goddamn minute.
skeptical,
Roman had a
not knowing who this guy
contract on
is.
me. I needed to buy some time. All right, stupid mistake. I didn't realize they'd try and track us.
Sully, we would have been headed home with the treasure by now if you had just for once kept your mouth shut.
And you might have thought of checking for a pulse before running off and leaving me for dead.
Ooh. That's right, Nathan Drake.
None of that
You could have
matters
just
now.
turned around
Alright,
after
so how
killing
is it
everyone.
You're standing here breathing and all, huh?
You are not gonna believe this. Huh?
No way.
What? Classic.
Oh, Francis took a bullet for you.
The Bible in the jacket
I
trick.
thought this kind of thing only happened in the movies.
Yeah, well, it still hurt like a son of a bitch,
Nothing
I'll
like
tell you
video
that.
games.
I bet.
Anyway, once they realized I wasn't dead, I convinced Roman that they would never find the treasure without me. So I've been trying to mislead him ever since, waiting for you to show up.
And they believed
Where are
it.
they now?
Because
Well, they're chasing a little red herring.
I don't
to
know
set
why.
on
They
the
just
other side of
believed
the
it.
monastery to get rid of him. Look,
we're all having a good
Drake
time,
had
chuckling
it all
and
figured
stuff.
out. See, that's the symbol the Spanish used to mark their secret vaults. The treasure is hidden right here in this monastery. Find the symbol,
And we
We
find
find
the
the vault.
vault.
we have everything we need right here. All the clues to take us right to the treasure.
So then why doesn't Drake have the treasure?
Alright, you boys aren't gonna get all chummy and leave the girl behind again, are you?
Ah, the gang is
Don't
back
even think
together.
about it, Sully. She's got a mean right hook.
I'll keep that in mind.
Finally, our bromance may continue.
There's more to this room than meets the eye, I'm sure.
More than meets the eye.
Something about these statues.
Puzzle time. Alright, let's play the Solon Sucks at Puzzles game. Matthew, John, Luke, Mark. It has something to do with names. And goat. Horse people. Basically, Matthew is supposed to look to the north, and Luke is supposed to look to the west or whatever, and this is actually way easier than I made it,
Okay.
which I was trying to use Christian
that's
biblical
not right.
order names, and it also isn't easy to move the statues themselves. But basically, Matthew looks north, and you have, so that one needs to be turned around, and then the goat one needs to look west, and you've got this big compass rose right in the middle of the whole area right there. And so you can see which way's north, and which way's south, and which way's oeste, and which way's este. Get it? Because they're tricking you, because this game, because it's supposed to be Spanish. Which I'm not really sure how that works. If we're supposed to be following the trail of Nathan Drake, or Sir Francis Drake, and he is following some kind of weird Spanish trail of the Spanish, the conquistadors, how did they build all of this stuff? And how is all this here? And then Sir Francis Drake, like, following it. So many questions. But they don't really need answers. That's kind of the beautiful part of it. Okay, enough of this jibber jabber. So Matthew north, Mark west, John east, and Luke pointing south. It really doesn't have to be that hard, but go figure, I make it way more complicated than it needs to be.
Try checking the diary again.
West pertaining to the letter O for oeste. Thanks for telling me. Check it again. Whatever. So, what I'll be getting into these next couple of episodes. Unfortunately, when we make video games like movie, this turns the AAA industry into a sort of Hollywood plus, with each studio trying to one-up each other in storytelling or cinematics, etc. And you'll know the song and dance pretty well. So Uncharted takes the helm as the prototypical video game series well-loved series, it's critical and financial success, and it spawns an entire universe of branding through its intellectual property. So, business side and Hollywood side, everything about that, Uncharted is just like the flagship. Just everything about it is so solid that it makes for this idea that everybody in the AAA industry wants to make a series like Uncharted, or a series like Halo, or like these kinds of Hollywood-esque series and franchises. And really, that is a goal that really is in the end kind of just quaint. It severely undercuts the power that video games have as an interactive storytelling medium, and the dynamic events that can occur within play and play spaces. It also puts video games underneath some kind of weird movie umbrella.
The inverted torch leads to the land of the dead.
Alright, puzzle is turn the torches over. It looks like there's one torch, but there's actually two. There's one on each wall. And Sully is just... he's got that one covered, it looks like. He loves that torch. So, video games kind of take a second seat, a second banana Luigi to Hollywood films, as if video games are a derivative form of film. And Hollywood perpetuates that with a constant deluge of contracting, terrible film-to-game translations.
Here, let me see that.
Like your classic Thor video game. Or Cars, the video game.
Okay. You two sit tight. I'm gonna check things out.
Whoa, wait, no. You're not going out there alone.
Yeah, Roman's men are swarming all over this place.
Also, don't you know you're in a
One
movie?
person will make
Don't
a
go
lot
out there
less noise than
alone.
3. Come on, I'll be fine.
Now you're
You
screwed.
guys will be safe here.
Now
They don't
they're
even know
screwed.
about this room.
Okay.
Haven't you ever seen a
This
movie,
way.
Nathan Drake?
Even on Channel 13, they don't use that one.
Now they're gonna use Channel 13! All of this.
Close this thing back up.
Yeah.
Nate? Be careful.
Come on. I always am.
Movie tropes.
Did not see that.
You shouldn't have told Drake to be careful. He wouldn't have hit his head.
Okay.
Anyway,
Land of the dead.
so we're gonna talk more about
Here we go.
how Hollywoodizing video games affects the culture around it. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and make sure to comment.